You ever had a blowout on a semi? My name is Kevin. I'm a solo driver for Crete Carrier. You're watching The Joy of Trucking. It's me and Grace sitting here getting unloaded. And I want to tell you about yesterday morning. About 6:30 a.m. I've been running for about an hour and a half. I was on I-81. It was very dark. And all of a sudden I heard a bang. And I thought, I know what that sound is. Sounds like a blowout, but I didn't feel it. Usually you feel, something on the truck, and it was still just running along normal. So I thought, wow, was that really me? And I looked in the mirror and I could see smoke behind the trailer. The people in the cars behind me, they slowed down and hit their four-ways. I says, that's me, that's my problem, all right. And so I realized I had to get off the road right away. Especially since I was carrying a hazmat load. I got pool chemicals on board, and those are oxidizers, heavy in chlorine. So if there is a fire, it's like an accelerant. They really start blazing, right? So I didn't want to catch fire back there. I had to get off the road, and I looked around real quick to see if there was an exit ramp or a truck stop or rest area. Nothing. So it was the shoulder, which is not a very safe place to be when you're broke down and if somebody has to be working on your truck, but I didn't have any choice. Even though it was dark out, the first thing I did was go back and see what the damage was, make sure nothing was leaking or flying around or on fire. Well, here we are on I-81, just before exit 8. It's a strange place to park, I know. But there seems to be a problem here. Let's have a look under the dark side of the truck. Oh my gosh, I've grown a tail. Yeah. Just look at that. Look at the mud flap. Arm is bent up. Flap is on top. That tire is blown, and the tread is still hanging on because it's wrapped up in the suspension. You see the rim. So a little ways back, I heard a big bang, like a bomb going off behind me, and I saw smoke in my mirrors, so I pulled over, and it seems I've had a blowout on my trailer tire. I've only been moving for about an hour and a half, and on my inspection I didn't see anything wrong with those tires, but it happens. So here we are with our triangles out, our flashers on, and help is on the way. So we'll sit tight. And then I set out my triangles and called the road service department at Crete, and they said they would find somebody and call me back. Get help soon. And then I called my asset manager and told him what was going on and said I might have a slight delay. They called me back and said there was a Love's just up the road and they were going to send a truck. They might want to know if there's other damage, like anything else they'd have to bring parts for. I said the mud flap is flipped up on top of the wheels. It's facing the wrong direction and the bracket's all bent. I can hear air leaking, but I don't know if there's damage to air lines or anything like that. It might just be because the tire's off the rim, They said okay, and then later the guy in the repair truck called me and asked me the same questions, and I even sent him a picture or two. And so Grace and I hung out. She caught up on her sleep, and I worked on my Sudoku skills. We watched the sun come up, and then I went back and had another look, now that it was daylight. All right. Now the sun is up. It's almost 2 hours I've been sitting here. Just got a call from Love's. They're on the way. But they wanted a picture of this mud flap bracket, as you can see a little more clearly now in the daylight. The way the tire is shredded, the tread is wrapped up down here. Hopefully there's no airlines broken. And that mud flap will have to be replaced and the brackets straightened out. Poor old tire. So, you know, basically saw the tire was blown. The tread was still attached and it was all wrapped up around the axle. And it was the rear axle, passenger side, inner tire. So at least the repair guy wouldn't be working on the driver's side with his ass hanging out in traffic. Because I noticed a lot of people were not moving over to the left lane to give me some space there, so it would have been pretty dangerous. Well, it was a few hours and the guy finally showed up and I went out to see if I could give him a hand. So he pulled the outer tire off, and then he had trouble getting the inner tire off because the tread was kind of, like I said, all wrapped up in the axle and some of it was melted. And he had to cut pieces of the tire out of the way and everything. At one point, he took the little T fitting off the hub. Comes off with a little assembly, and this is where the air lines attach that are supposed to keep the air in the tires topped up. He said, "There's no air coming out of here. Usually, when I undo this, you hear air escaping. There was nothing." So it could be that your tires are not getting that air from the trailer air tank. So if this tire lost air pressure, it wasn't topped up, that might be the cause of the blowout right there. I thought, oh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. So I started thinking about that while we managed to get the rim off. Then he used the come along to bend the bracket back for the mud flap. I took the mud flap off, put on a new one while he was busy changing the tire to the rim. He was putting it all back together, and I took a few pictures and things. We basically offered to help, but stayed out of the way, you know. And so he got it all done, and I said this part in the hub, I said maybe there's no air because it all leaked out when the tire blew. And he said, well, I don't think so, but I said, let me check something. So I started the engine, pushed in the red button to charge up the tank on the trailer to make sure it was full of air. And I went back and he said, nope, there is no air coming out of this thing, and there should be. I said, okay. So he put it all back together, got the trailer back on the ground, you know, took the jack out and everything. I said, so these hoses come off of this T-fitting and they attach to the tires and they keep the tires full all the time. He said, yep. I said, so is there a way to check this? And he showed me you know, when you look on the valve on a tire, there's like a little stem inside. When you push that, the air can leak out, but that's also how you get air in. When you put something on to fill the tire, it pushes that little stem in. Well, they have them on those little hoses, and I'd never seen that before. I never messed around with that because I didn't want to take those hoses off in case all the air came out of the tires, you know. So I never messed with that. He says, no, you can unscrew that. They're only finger tight, and you can put your tire gauge right there on the hose. So I can check the pressure in the tires using that hose, and the air will not escape from the tires. He says, yeah. I said, okay. So I actually said, we should check the other tire that was on the outside there. What if it's low too and it's not getting filled up? So he showed me and I said, yeah, I got a tire gauge, checked it, 105 pounds, perfect. Now I know I can check tires on a trailer by just unscrewing that little hose. So, but I'm still thinking about this T-fitting and the fact that there should have been air coming through that, so the air is not supplying those tires. Tire blew about 6:30 in the morning, and I got going again about 10 after 11. So I pretty much lost the whole morning and messed up my schedule. I called my asset manager and told her, you know, what the story was. I should still be able to make my delivery on time. It's just going to be a lot harder to find a place to sleep that night because I'd be getting in to the truck stops late, you know. I had a lot of room on the delivery. So here we are. We got here on time, before our appointment time. No problem, got a good night's sleep, all that stuff is good. But thinking about that fitting and the fact that the the tire was not getting air. So all day yesterday I was stopping and checking those tires, which you're supposed to do with a hazmat load, but I was paying close attention because I was worried that the tires were not getting air, right? And if you're running with a heavy load like that and your air pressure is down in your tires, they start to heat up, and that's when they blow. But if they heat up a lot, it could also catch fire. So I'm very, very conscientious about that if I'm carrying a hazmat load. But I was also thinking, you know, the next guy that gets this trailer is going to have the same problem I have right now. There's a chance that one of those tires is going to blow again if it's not getting air all the time. And what if the other tires back there on the trailer aren't getting air? Now you got 8 tires that might possibly blow. So I'm taking this trailer up to the terminal in Mechanicsburg to the shop and explaining the problem and asking if they can check that all the tires are getting air when they're supposed to, and that there's something wrong there, so that the next guy doesn't have to deal with this same problem. And that's the story of my day yesterday and how it's going to affect me today. I got to go from here. Instead of picking up another load with this trailer, I got to drive 2 hours up to the terminal, let them work on it, and hopefully I can find another empty up there. That doesn't always happen though. I might be on a wild turkey hunt looking for an empty trailer this afternoon. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, wanted to tell you that story. Took some pictures and video for you so you could see how it turned out and how bad it was and where I was parked and everything. But we're all safe. And Grace is very happy that we got here with our load and delivered it on time. You can see she's absolutely ecstatic, jumping up and down for joy. So give us a thumbs up and comments down below. I'd like to hear about your blowout situation. Hey, one other thing I gotta say, just one other thought that I had about all this. When I drove for Werner for a year, I must have had, I don't know, 6 or 8 blowouts. One of them was a steer tire on the tractor. In the 4 years I've been with Crete, this was only my 2nd tire, and I blew a drive tire once as well. So in 4 years, only 3 of them. So that's a big difference. And that tells you something. Either I'm doing something right, I was screwing up in my first year on the road, or Crete has a very good maintenance program. These trailers go in for a full check and service and everything every 4 months, and a lot of companies don't do that, and I think it makes a difference. I really do, and I'm very grateful that I'm not sitting on the side of the road like that once a month, which could be the situation, you know. So thanks, Crete, for doing your part, taking care of your equipment very well. So where was I? Yes, give us a thumbs up, big cheers for Crete, comments down below, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and me and Grace are going to get back to work now. See you down the road. Go.